Welcome to Fulton, New York. It's a small city with roughly 12,000 people, located on the western part of Oswego County. It's got the Oswego River running through the heart of the city. Fulton, New York's got a sad story. It used to be known as the city of the future, but with a sad ending. So we'll go check it out and see what the city has to offer today. The Oswego River runs right through the heart of Fulton, the heart of the city. And they built this little park here at the entrance to Fulton. As you can see, overlooking the river. There's a little dock up ahead, a little boat launch where folks can launch their kayaks or boats and just take a closer look at the Oswego River. Very pretty. So this little town, the city of Fulton, is roughly 220 miles north of New York City. If you guys are tired of the big lights and action and you want to come out to Fulton, New York, it's about a 4 or 5 hour trip to enjoy this beauty. Check out the sights. I would say a medium income for a family of 4 is roughly $40,000, and you can buy a decent size raised ranch or decent sized house here for approximately, I would say, between $70,000 to $90,000. Let's check out some sites here. This is the Fulton Locks. Don't break any bones. Stairs. Gotta go to see what's perched up there. I'm at the kennel landing, pretty much the heart of the town. It's a little windy. Here we are. City of Fulton. Also, as it used to be known, the city of the future. There's Nestle's company factory. It's been closed since 2002, 2003, which used to be the financial bedrock of the city. Oh yeah, now it's beginning to rain. Perfect. Well, that's okay, we're about to get wet anyways. Guy fishing down there. Oh, that's like the perfect fishing spot. Alright, I'm gonna try not to take a dive here. A lot of people come fishing here. Very popular fishing destination, especially Oswego, New York. There's Great Lake Ontario. You get some of the best salmon fishing in the world. Fulton locks, the doors open up through, as you can see. It's absolutely crazy how windy it is over here. To be the best spot to get a little tipsy here in Fulton, New York, and grab some good eats on the river. But other than that, not too many restaurants to indulge in. I mean, unless you like fast food, you can come down here for some Arby's, some Mickey D's, some Burger King, Dunkin'. Other than that, not too many mom and pop restaurants. Lots of insurance companies for sure. Family Dollars and Dollar Generals. Whoops. An art center on Cayuga Street. Here we have a nice little grill. Blue Moon Grill. Clothing store, sports clothing. Not much going on in Fulton these days. I do like that sign. We're in it together, baby. Yes, we are. And your drinks, you can come to RC Racing every Sunday at noon. Just bring your RC toy and show them hell with your RC cars. So it all began 100 years ago, over 100 years ago, when the Nestle's chocolate company built their factory here in Fulton, New York, and they were the bedrock, the financial bedrock of this town for over 100 years. In fact, this town was so economically booming that newspapers used to write that Fulton, New York was the forgotten city of the Great Depression because people were working and the chocolate business was booming. In fact, you could drive through the city of Fulton back in the 1950s and smell the roasting of cocoa beans and the making of chocolate. So this used to be like the Hershey factory of its time. Now, as you can see, it's just abandoned buildings, and most of them have been taken down. They're leasing out the space. But yes, this is history right before my eyes here. Generations and generations of Fulton residents used to work here. People would get out of high school and work at where their parents used to work for years and years until this large corporation decided to break down and reinvest their assets and purchase up other businesses. This is the place where a lot of chocolate bars were created. One example is the famous Crunch Bar was created in Fulton, New York, at the Nestle's factory. But now, this financial bedrock has been closed for almost 20 years, and it does have a ripple effect on the city of Fulton. A lot of people are leaving the city due to the economical hardships. So behind me is all the empty space after all these factory buildings were down, and they're gonna reuse the space for commercial purposes. Who knows, maybe residential, I'm not sure, but this was all part of the Nestle's corporation. I'm very curious to know what will be the next building block where this historic factory used to sit. Which other business will take a gamble in Fulton, New York, and come and give this little town its prosperity back. Man, I can't believe I'm getting gray already. Oh man, getting old sucks. Nothing good about getting old. If I could just pause the clock, I'd say 35 is it. That's it. Not a year later. 35, baby. For life. Very iconic building here. The Postal Service in Fulton, New York. Not what I expected. Such a large building for such a small. Now, what is this over here? This beauty, this Italian-looking villa. This is the J.W. Pratt House. John Wells Pratt House has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. I was curious to know when it was built. There's a lot of history here in this building. I wonder if they're open. Please use the side door. Well, the museum unfortunately is not open, but if it was, I definitely would check it out. Learn a little more about this little town. One of the main attractions here in Fulton is the Fulton Public Library. Some residential homes. Now, if you ever traveled to a place called Budapest in Hungary, there's a river that divides Buda from Pest. Well, the Oswego River divides the city of Oswego, and it's not at all like Budapest, but we're gonna check it out regardless.
Some love is made for the
Not quite sure what this lake is called. There's this giant lake on the outskirts of Fulton, right next to this newly developed playground. Very beautiful. So when you don't know something, Google to the rescue. So this beautiful lake behind me is called Neatawanta, which I do believe is a Native American name. And don't ask me how to spell it or what it means, but it's called Neatawanta. I saw this pier in the distance and I wanted to take a closer look. So let's go check out Lake Neatawanta. Droppings. Watch this bad boy. It might be a little more welcoming, but then again, this season is over. It's mid-November, so but this is unbelievable. How disgusting. This is disgusting. Walking on a cloud of bird poop in Fulton, New York at Lake Neatawanta. Neatawanta when they gonna be cleaning up this bird poop. Neatawanta. This concludes my tour of Fulton, New York. Fulton has a humongous bowling alley called Lakewood. There's something to do in the winter. They also have a pretty nice sized YMCA. All in all, it's not a bad little town. It does have a bad rap, but as a drive-through city, but it's coming back. It seems it's coming back, and one of the main reasons why Fulton is coming back is because of this bad boy. It was built in the past 5 years, I want to say, maybe, so I heard. Walmart's huge employer for this little town, and it gave this town a much needed economical boost. So all is not lost here in Fulton. All is not lost.